welcome back everyone. New project day again. The Nebula common room. This one is a Cutebee. I think they just happen to be the company that bought the license for this production run. But I've done a Flame common room before, which I think was supposed to be Gryffindor. I think this one's supposed to be Ravenclaw. So what we got to see with 350 pieces. So that's a pretty high piece count for one of these. I don't think there's a difficulty anywhere on there. No. But I'm going to guess this one's a 2 to 3 star difficulty. It's not. These generally aren't that bad as far as, assembly. Be a much quicker build than the old Seabreeze was last couple of weeks. But as I unbox it, if you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You get to see all my successes and all my failures, and how I hopefully fix those inevitable failures as they come up. Upload daily and have some fun, and we're not trying to change the world. We're just building silly little models and having a good time. If you see any kits or builds or sets that you'd like me to take a shot at, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'm always looking to add on to my list, and I've got the most intelligent audience on YouTube, so you'll always have the best of suggestions. Let's see here. Got our battery pack and our looks like 3 or 4 LEDs, touch sensor. Not sure what that one is. It looks like some stencils or something over there. I like that. Haven't seen those before. Let's pop those out. Let's see. Okay, so beads. Okay, that's some tape strips. I don't know if they're going to show up on camera or not. That's what they are. And we got a little sanding pad and wax paper with. Okay, this must be LEDs. Must go behind this to get sort of illuminate it. That's my guess. Of course, I've wadded it up so it's all crinkled now, so I'll have to work on that. Now, is there anything else in there? No, just the lights and everything. And we got our chunky boy of pieces and our dust cover. Got instruction manual. And now the question on everybody's mind, are they stickers or are they cutouts? They are stickers. Alright, so I don't have to worry about cutting out. And it actually doesn't look like there's that many books. Looks only. So that's. You'd think for the Ravenclaws, they're the academic. Oh, and I've got one more little piece to see through. Okay. Now let's shut this down and take a look at our pieces here. Okay. Actually, somebody was talking about it the other day, one of my German viewers, so they had their method of organizing the plates when they come in. Actually, that's be a good place for that to live, try and get it straightened out. So put that underneath there. And they talked about having, I think he was talking hanging file folders. That'd be a good way to keep them organized. I've got this little bamboo dish rack where I'll just run some tape in between the pegs. It does a pretty good job of keeping my pieces aligned, so I'll load them up as I'm unboxing them. Alright, so I got not the most overpowering chemical smell. It's got that typical resin, got a little bit of a chemical smell to it. There's, of course, our outer cover. That's B, it says. That's you back there. And back cover, it looks like it's got the hatch on it. So it's A. So I'll do A and B together. And then D for some single-sided decoration walls, and looks like a couple pieces of floor, maybe. C, D, E, a few more. Let's see, we need to push you back a little bit. More room here. Oh, could turn on my lights too. More. Let's see, still the single-sided. Got some birds and experiment, some bottles and potions, students. Alright. G, got our, looks like banister railings and front frame. Alright. Yeah, G, still single-sided. There's our roof, it looks like, and there's the books we're going to have to wrap. Of course, they skip I. I've noticed that's which I agree with that. That's a piano and a ghost. Looks like the floor. Okay. And a few more odds and ends. Double that one up somehow. Actually, and there's our other side. So I'm going to actually put those on one. That way I can move these guys down and they each get their own slot as we go down. Okay, so that worked out good for that one. Got my roof and my two sides in one's place and all the others in there. And I'll take a quick gander at our instruction manual, see where there's photo pictures rather than drawings, which sort of hit or miss on that. That's, yeah, looks like pretty standard. Got all the, actually got the translations in on today's rather than like yesterday's. We didn't have that. Looks like a calling for glue in a few spots here and there, which normal for these Cutebee kits. It looks like 18. End up at 20 pages to 22 pages total. So that's going to be, I'm saying 3 or 4 days at the most. There's some. Which ones have I done? Any of these? I've done the Magic Pharmacist, Secret Rhythm. So I've only done a couple of these on this one. I think I've got another Cutebee that's supposed to be delivered today, but I saw it, found it on sale, so I had to grab it. But I think that Sailing Memory one is one that I've really looked at hard and thought about. It looks pretty cool with the ocean scene, but that's for another day. So I will pull off the first few pieces and first few steps, and we'll get rolling here. We're going to should make a fair amount of progress today. Generally, the first few steps on these roll pretty good. I'm going to just take a peek over. Yeah, it jumps right onto the wall there, so we're going to have, we're going to be able to have a good bit of fun right off the bat. Okay, I'll be right back with that. Okay, here we go, jumping in to actually step 2. Step 1 is to test the batteries, but that's boring stuff I'll do off camera. So I'll start with this guy. Let's get some space here. I didn't plan ahead properly. And little pieces, so let's bring it on in. There we go. And these guys. And I'm doing it. See, it's going to be viewed from this side, and I have colored in the edges too. So that's something I've been picked up for a while, and I think it looks better. Those guys in. Yeah. There's only 4 of them. Oh, there's a different one. I missed that part. Yeah. This is going to be visible from this side. Let's see here. Each 27. Yeah, it's facing the opposite direction. And paint marker out here. Alright. So that's going to be, yeah, give us the. Maybe we should have started on this one. There we go. And each 4 goes. Okay, let's push everybody out of the way. Let's see, you go in on here. This guy goes. Oh, this stuff. My pieces didn't come out. Hopefully the following steps will go smoother than this one did. I just sort of ease this right in onto our. Okay, there's our. That's going to be the primary view on it. The side. Yeah, that works. Now, maybe too close for this one. Now we get this guy and these guys. Go in here. Box it in. We're going to jiggle it on in. There. Okay. I'm going to get out some of the B7000 and just put a couple of drops here on the back. Just nothing big, just want to make sure I tack it in place. Squeeze it around there. There it goes. Okay. Now, okay, this goes onto here. Okay, so it knocks into the. Okay, so that drops in there, like so. And that one does call for glue. Actually, okay, yeah, it does. Okay, took me a minute to figure out what they're. It seems like they're getting a little out of order on the instructions. I think I'm trying to think too hard after that little more intricate build last time. So, alright, pop you in there. Down. Now we take our ghost, and I haven't figured out what that is. But it goes onto our ledge here. The ghost guy. There. Maybe ghost gal. It's Rowena Ravenclaw is the ghost, I think. I think that's her ghost. Rowena was just the patron of the house. Okay, so this goes on sort of, I guess, there. Like I say, I don't know if that's a ghost mouse or ghost companion or what. Let's say just sort of hanging out there. So I'll roll with it. Let's dot on you. Pop you on there. Okay. Now, here, time for some stickers to go in our little outlines here for us. And then get evidently we get to choose. Got any of the daily profits, or daily Roffit, I guess. There. Let's see. I think I'll go with Sirius. Smaller pages on this edge. Can't really read nothing else. Listen, all the printing on it looks interesting to me. Okay. see. First thing I'm gonna put this guy together because it's gotta be some glue in here. So, a few dots on. And a little swizz around to spread the glue. There you go. Over here. Nice bead right down the middle, I think. And looks like you're going to cooperate. And same here, another little blob. The glue's being blobby tonight. And let's see. Clean off my nozzle here. It's going a little wonky on me. All right. Let's see. All our frames around there. Looks like. Go on here, there, here, and there. 3 ovals. There and there. Okay, so I'll start at the top and work my way down, I think. So, won't take much, so I just dot in each corner. Less is more, I think. Oops, just knocked that off. Okay. Ovals. Maybe just a dot. Top and bottom on here. Moving on through, not too bad. It's a conspiracy. It's working against me. I don't think it'll work any better on the. See if that is any easier. Not the same. Okay. So that, these guys I had knocked out of whack. Everything else is good. Yeah. So that's basically the first page. That's steps 1 through 4. So we got a good foundation going for our tool, and get to set you aside. We get to make some books now. Like I said, they're just sticker books, so they're not that bad. Only 7 of them. I painted 3 sides, so I just got to make sure I hit the right orientation on them. Get my pages going out. All right. Get you on. And like I say, just these guys through here. Don't look like, don't appear to be real books, I guess. I believe I hear some thunder rumbling outside, so I may get Bridget in here as a visitor sooner rather than later. If she hears it, which she can hear it if I can hear it. Alright, on the upside, the sticker is the appropriate size for the book. I like that, don't have the flaps hanging over. On that one anyway. That one too. Excellent. I think I missed that one just a hair, but it's still pretty close. Nice and tight. Alright, yeah. And speaking of Bridget, she may already be in hiding. She got a couple little storm shelters around the house that she hides in. So she may go in one of those rather than come to me. That one must have been off a little bit too, because we got a little bit of an overhang. It's not, still a whole lot better than some I've seen. The back goes form. Alright. Okay, got our books, and now we get to do. Just set these aside for a minute. Because I get to get out a ruler and my scoring pick. So we're gonna do some folding. No, these are not sometimes they'll pre-score them for you. These are really smooth, so. But they're all lined up, so I can do all three at once, I hope. And actually, these are those things that are not stickers. You got to cut them out. So I don't know why they randomly decide which ones can and can't be peelable. But I'm still gonna do this in place. I got some. Clean off the end. I think I got some glue on there. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah. backing stuff here. One more here. Okay. So now, for whatever reason, they decided we gotta cut these out rather than be peelable. So let's just trim those off the bottom. And these are the covers for the books we're about to make, and they are peelable. So I don't know if maybe they want me to leave them on the backing. I can't imagine. That makes things so difficult. To be honest, I didn't even look at this part whenever I was looking through the instructions. I thought, well, I just peel those off like they're they're easy. Didn't realize I got to actually do some cutting here. Right. I think I just need one. No, I said go ahead and make all three. So. Okay, got one ready to go. Let's see how good or bad my scoring job is. Get it to separate the next trick. Not with that, I can't. Okay. Got it. Just gotta get to. Okay. And according to instructions, last page goes up, so. Sticking to it. Okay, looks like I missed on this end there. Okay. Yeah, that's irritating to be stuck to it like that. Okay. Don't grab them tightly. Then so I can get one of these covers off and get it somewhat aligned. And one shot deal. I'm still trying to decide if maybe I should have left the backing on, but I don't think so. This is going to be challenging to say the least. Yep. Okay. All lined up. Okay. Okay. All right. Not too shabby. It'll look okay sitting on a table, fanned out like that. Yeah. Now just thinking, try one with, I can't imagine, I don't believe the backing on because that'd make it way too thick, but let's see how it goes. I guess I could look at the instructions and see if there's any notations on there. Rather than just going. I consider the first one fairly successful. Okay. Let's see. No. There's no either or. Let's see what happens if I don't think it would. I'm scared if I do it, it'll tear the paper. I won't be able to do it after the fact. Yeah, it's not wanting to. It's too thick with the backing on, so it's not wanting to fold, even with my scoring. So I'm gonna go with don't want the scoring on it. Although I could. No, I was about to try and cut the. Could I? No, because I'd tear the front too. But I was trying to think of a way to keep the backing on in the. Okay. Right. No, I didn't score this one as well. It's fighting with me. I think I'm going to fold it the other way on the next one just to see if that's any. I think maybe turn that sticky to the inside. It might be better for me. Alright. That's two done. Okay, like I said, I'm going to try to do this one the other way. I don't know if it'll help or not, but I think it'll make life a little easier on the getting it mounted down into the book cover. Okay, I can do this. Getting better at that part anyway. Okay, let's do the other way. It's only sticking to me on one side now, so that's helping some. Okay, so I got a little crooked on those, but and we're going to lose a page or two, but I think that'll be within tolerance. Okay. Yeah, that definitely quality of life improved there, and I was a little crooked on my folds, but I think it's worth it to not have to deal with all the sticky on the outside of the book cover there. All right. So, where am I at now? Okay, that was step 6. So on to step 7. Give this a little table. Chemistry, not chemistry. Got a potion. Coffee table, I think. These look extremely similar, but there is actually a coating on one side. Okay. Ooh, just realized I didn't do the top of my table legs. Need to get those to blend in. There goes Neo for her nightly visit. It's been hopefully less than 10 minutes. I want the pattern facing. Oh, I got them backwards. Next we want. No, I want the extra holes on the left side now. Huh. Actually did her business and left. That's unusual. Maybe she didn't like me talking. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that sort of, like I say, just sort of blend those little camouflage. It doesn't really match the blue, but I like it that way. Let's see, then make a. Actually, I'm supposed to do this first. I think that's our. And, yeah, make our little gyroscope doodad. We're going to go in this hole. And inkwell goes in the one in front here. And now we're supposed to use this one, or open books. Let's go right there. So that easy enough. Just go right here. And plug you in. That glue it nice and evenly, hopefully. Now we're uneven here, so let's pop this on. Got the feet on the back, so it's leaning towards me. It may not show on y'all's end. We're supposed to take 3 of our textbooks and stack them all cattywampus over here. So I'm just, looks like sort of the back corner, so I'm going to go right there. And I think I want that one on the top because it's got the most details on the cover. Away. Okay. And our little potion bottle. I've got it standing straight up, but they don't have a flat bottom on this, so let me file this, give me a little bit of a straight up down on it. I hope. Yes, we got a little flattened bit now. Yes. Oh yeah. Maybe I should use the super glue. That would have done the same trick. Okay. Stand in there. Okay, it did work. So far. Let's see. Close in on 40 minutes. I think I'm going to build a telescope. I've got that ready to go. So I'm view back there. And start up on, like I said, got a telescope to build. Once again, there is, well, these aren't as hard to tell. Those, you can tell which ones are supposed to be which. Okay, so I start with you. These guys go on the outside. Got a little separation on that one, but I think, looks like we're going to cover that up, so I think it'll be alright. Make sure I get the blue going out, I think. They did give some spare pieces on these two, so I think they're expecting us to break them. I'm trying to keep a corner of my eye on that potion bottle, make sure it doesn't fall over while I'm distracted. Okay, I think I got them all. That one's a little jiggle. Okay, so we got that sort of situation going. We'll take this guy. These guys mush. Yeah, so mush in. Supposedly. Okay, there we go. Pop that one. That's either way to do it, just pop something down the middle and it pushes them all out. Okay, so I got that going now. And you on here, did it lock it? I think I'm gonna. Ooh, I didn't. We're gonna glue on top of that. So no, we're not working on. I was gonna put it on the wrong end anyway. It goes on this end. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna put a drop of glue there. Go in. I think the glue's extra, but it's yeah, there it goes. Now let's see. Okay, so I think just need one of these. Okay, yeah. So we'll go down to the no, other way. Yeah, because we're going to put the. Okay, so this goes on. Maybe it is this one. Yeah, okay, so yeah, it's this one because it's got the texture facing upwards here. So, no, other one. I'm doing something backwards here. I'm trying to figure out what I've done. No, it does go this way. Okay, yeah, because we're putting... Okay, I didn't pull the piece. That's what's messed me up. F29. Either that or I put it on the next. Oh, yeah, didn't pull it. There it is. F29. Clean that off. Oops. I think actually right. It's supposed to be a telescope. I am also, I think this is supposed to be the outward end. So I'm going to hit that with the black. That's what the lenses would look like, I would think. And we may not even see this end of it, but okay. So back on this end, these two guys go on. There's our eyepiece, that's what I'm assuming. Okay, so I will do the old Gorilla super glue for that. I think that'll be a quick way. Nice little on there. Really close to centered and a little pressure. Same thing here, the coat on there. Centered, I hope. And pressure. Right. Now, this guy should be dry now. Dry enough to handle anyway. A couple on each side. Just go straight across, hit them. A couple of spots on there. And pressure there. And there's where I decided to go between gold and beige on the. That's gonna show good. There we go. Okay. Now if all those are on there, now I can do this guy. Okay, so like that. That is. I see anything? Maybe it's just because that's so close to that wood texture that I'm not seeing. Yeah, okay. I think maybe it's a little bit lower. It's hard to. But I think I do need another couple of dots of glue. There. Alright. Evidently, Neo's in here sneaking around again. Okay. Heard her behind me, didn't know what it was. Okay, now get our telescope tripod out. And this should be all the pieces we need for the night. I think we're going to wrap it up with this one. And I don't remember where I left that. Okay, so these three guys. Yeah, okay, so. Okay. Then our legs go on. Okay. We got the one with the, I guess it's a triangle, so it doesn't really matter which you're going to be. Let's see, that texture. No texture, so we want that one. So they're saying, yeah, this way. I say then this one over here. So I think this is what we're going to see the angle see from. And this guy goes down from the top. Probably, I think. Let's see. Okay, so that's our stand. Now, this guy is our telescope holder. There. It's broken. I definitely loosened it a bit. Okay, let's see if I can. Okay, gonna glue it in anyway, so I'm gonna let it roll with that. Move this on here. And like that. Actually, this is supposed to be. Okay, really, these should be up a little bit further. Okay, I'm going to put that on at the end. Okay, I'm going to. This is supposed to be straight up and down, so that's going to go like so. Guess I should glue that on too. Okay, first thing, let's put. Got our base. It goes away from the guy with the foot. So that. And this. Not sure where it's going to contact, so I'll just hit it good everywhere. And that's straight up and down. Just like that. Good enough. And not get much surface area there. Okay. Not getting much pressure either. Okay. Shouldn't take. Okay. I have to come back with the hot glue gun for that, but I think that'll get us through tonight. Now, this guy's supposed to be here about here on the side. It says. So do that without breaking it off of the stand. I think I need to go back to B7000 for that. Just dab there. Dab there. Let's see, just side there. Alright. And that completes our telescope and its stand. That's a little coffee table there. Of course, all our little books and our first wall of decorations looking good. Alright, nice little bit of progress tonight. I think that's, like I say, I think that's a good place to call it. So I'm going to. So yeah, there we go. So everything's all good in here. Got that's just through step 12. Good start. A little bit slower than I thought it'd go, but progress is progress. Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want with all that. Be good to one another, and click on a link. That's the main channel. That's my sort of experimental channel. That's going to be the playlist for this build once I get more than one video on it. And that is what YouTube thinks you should be watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And yes, Neo, you can say bye too.